Hey YouTube, got the head off. Wasn't able to make a video doing it. I was gonna, and I had my friend come over unexpectedly, and I had him help me get the head off, and so I wasn't able to video it like I'd planned. But anyways, you can see that's the dead one. It's carbon in all these, and look at that piston. That's all, see in there, that's all hammered. So from a valve, there's two valves broke. I'll show you those, and they were missing, they were gone. So I imagine that sucker chewed them up and spit them out. So but there's definitely been water, and I know that he told me he replaced the blower, which is why it's black and not green, because it was full of water and froze and cracked. So you can see there's discoloration right there on all these cylinder walls. So and pitting because of, I'm assuming, water. So but it runs, so I'm probably just gonna roll with it for now. I mean, part of me wants to, you know, pull the liners and replace the liners and do a full rebuild now that I'm here, but that's a lot of time and a lot of money that I'm not willing to invest in at the moment, especially that it still runs. So no scoring though. There's no scoring on the cylinder walls at all, which is crazy. So I think I'm just gonna clean it up and have the head, well, I'm gonna have the head looked at, but I'm hoping I can just have a set of exhaust valves put in it. So I have a theory on why the cylinder walls did not get damaged or even anything stuck in the ports there. And that's because when it came down to bottom dead center, the blower forced the air in, right? And it kept blowing everything in towards the center of the piston into here. So it kept everything away from the cylinder walls. So here's the head, and this would be cylinder number 1, and this is the one where I was going to adjust the valves, and I noticed that there was no pressure on these. It's this one here. So you see that's an injector I replaced. Rupert, what's going on? Huh? Calm down. And N45 injectors. That one's been rebuilt at one time. It's scribed N45. But yeah. Here's the back side of the pit, or the cylinder head, and you can see it's been pretty hammered, but no actual damage that I can see. Looks like this, yeah, I don't even know if that hardened valve seat's got any damage on it. There's some peening around it. So, but there's two valves missing. I mean, gone. So, oh, crazy. You can see all the other ones are firing. Now this injector is in perfect shape. No damage at all, because that's the one that I replaced. So this stuff has already been gone, probably when he ran it. So I haven't done any damage to it, which makes me very happy, because when I first bought this, I ran it for a minute. I don't even think I ran it for very long. Just enough for him to show me and you know, show me how to run it, and maybe I dinked around with it for a minute or two, I can't remember. But first thing I did was do an injector cutout test. Found out this was bad and ordered and put an injector in it when I first got it. So that injector has never been hit. It's brand new, so tells me that this was all done before me, so that makes me feel good that I didn't, even if this head was unsalvageable or whatever, that it wasn't my fault. So that makes me feel good. So everything's in pretty good shape. Like you said, you can see that all the injectors look good, and valves all look good. There's carbon buildup on all of them, but they all look even. So pretty good news there. I'll find out how much it's going to cost to have this head fixed. I don't know if we're going to be able to get away with just grinding the valve seats and putting new valves in, or he's going to have to remove them. That'll be expensive. But I'm hoping we can just grind them, put 4 new exhaust valves in, or just 2, depending. Maybe they're bent. These could be bent, so I don't know yet. But I have a buddy who offered, he has a valve grinder, and I think he can do the valve seats too. So after I find out about the machine shop, what they say, I'll look at it and or call him, and maybe we do it all ourselves for free. I think valves are $8 or $10 a piece, so it'd be a pretty cheap fix. And then the gasket set, it's pretty interesting head gasket design that Detroit used. There's not actually a head gasket, it goes all the way across. It just almost like O-rings that seat everywhere. So anyways, good news and bad news, but I'm glad to see that the cylinder walls aren't all scored. That was my biggest fear. They're not in as good a shape as I expected, because when I looked at it from underneath, you can still see hone marks on all the cylinders. Well, that's probably because, you know, the skirt on the piston and where the rings actually ride was wore, but is what it is. So that's the update on the head. Sorry for not having a better video. Like I said, I started to make one. He showed up and just wasn't able to. So hope you guys enjoy your weekend and have fun. Stay safe. Talk to you guys later.